Archangel Michael conveys a solemn message. This night bears a weight heavy with lurking whispers as time progresses towards a precarious hour. You were predestined for greatness, yet someone close to you is engulfed in envious tremors, her heart turning against you. She bides her time, releasing malicious thoughts hidden under the cloak of darkness, preparing to act before dawn. The atmosphere tonight is palpable, vibrating with an unsettling energy that stirs your soul. From afar her eyes follow you, filled not just with envy but with a growing rage, fully aware of the luminous path laid out for your destiny, a brilliance she cannot tolerate. Ignore not the insight your spirit is currently offering. Her energy, tainted by bitterness, is crafting an intricate web meant to ensnare what was never hers. Even in her silence, the cacophony of her schemes resonates throughout the spirit realm. This is not merely an expression of anger but a desire for destruction. She operates under the illusion that your removal will pave her way to ascendancy, oblivious to the truth that your greatness is divinely ordained and not conferred by mortals. Type Amen to receive blessings. 333. Her movements are driven by shadows rather than reality, whispering subtly to others, distorting your name into something vile in hopes that others will believe her. Her jealousy has transfigured her into a weapon aimed squarely at you, yet her efforts shall ultimately fail. The heavens are keenly aware of her machinations, and her plans will falter before they can reach you. Nonetheless, heed this urgent warning. She is poised to act tonight, planning her strike with meticulous silence. Her jealousy is deep-rooted, poisoning even her breath, and she remains restless until she witnesses your downfall. However, she underestimates the divine protection that stands firmly between you and her nefarious intentions. The more she struggles, the more her facade crumbles. Others will begin to perceive her true nature, and what she hoped to use as a weapon against you will instead unveil her deceit. Type Amen to receive blessings. 101. Archangel Michael reassures those chosen cannot be extinguished by jealousy. Though you may feel weary and burdened, the mark of greatness is already inscribed upon your name, impervious to envious hands. Her fervent gaze is fueled by the realization of the opportunities unfolding before you, an occurrence she cannot fathom, especially since you receive such favor effortlessly. It terrifies her that your radiance shines brightly while she wrestles in vain. Rest assured, her negative energy will soon backfire against her. The more she attempts to oppose your rise, the more her world will unravel around her. The burden of jealousy is never hidden indefinitely. You are safeguarded this evening as she schemes the heavens bolster their defenses. Where her words seek to wound, your spirit is cocooned in protection, and while her actions are frantic, your destiny remains tranquil. Type Amen to receive blessings. 770. Her jealousy is not a new development, it has been festering within her for quite some time. She has observed your progress with a silent animosity, feigning joy while inwardly simmering with resentment. This night she aspires for her mask to fall entirely. Do not misconstrue her silence as tranquility, it is her weapon designed to catch you off guard. However, heaven assures you will remain unmoved. Your name is already ascending higher than she could ever envision, which is why her heart is incapable of bearing the weight of her own envy. Anticipate one final offensive from her before dawn as she realizes time is against her. Remember, greatness cannot be infringed upon, only delayed, and heaven shall no longer permit any delays. Her downfall will commence at the point where she sought to orchestrate your demise. Type Amen to receive blessings. 555. Should you wish to express further support, it is possible to offer contributions of up to $20 as tokens of appreciation. Archangel Michael states your destiny has inscribed your name in golden fire impervious to the hand of envy. Yet this woman dwells in the shadows, desperate to extinguish the light she cannot generate for herself. Before the sun rises, she is resolved to make her attempt. She has poisoned the ears of others with carefully crafted lies, seeking to manipulate the truth, hoping to cloud the perception of the greatness bestowed upon your life. However, each falsehood she propagates constitutes a step toward her own ruin. The burden of envy is never concealed indefinitely. It will inevitably distort her features, her voice, and her actions until she is revealed for her true self. Her jealousy can no longer remain hidden behind the mask. Tonight carries a dual purpose. It is fraught with danger yet ripe with revelation. What she intended as your demise will swiftly transform into a platform for your ascendance. The heavens are actively reordering the circumstances even as you read these words. Type Amen to receive blessings. 444. She treads restlessly, her thoughts clouded by a jealousy that robs her of peace. She resents how doors swing open for you, as if the universe itself acknowledges your chosen status. She envies the effortless warmth and affection your presence radiates. While her plans are sharp and calculated, her inner strength is feeble. Unbeknownst to her, the promise of a new dawn which she fears holds the potential to unveil her schemes. She is powerless to escape the illuminating light of truth. People will recall her words, but they will also remember the glow encircling you. Soon they will contrast the two and discern the disparity. Light ultimately prevails over shadows. Her jealousy binds her with a rope of her own making. By the morning, whatever she attempts to impose upon you will instead wrap around her, binding her tightly. Destiny does not falter for those who are chosen. Type Amen to receive blessings. 989. Archangel Michael affirms you were destined for greatness long before she contemplated her attack. Those consumed by jealousy cannot undo what has been divinely established. Your narrative remains untouchable. She has endeavored to shadow your steps, yet she falters at every turn. She yearns for what you possess, yet fails to grasp that true greatness is bestowed upon those of genuine faith, not greedy hands. With each opportunity that comes your way, her anger swells, convinced you have usurped what should have been hers, while the reality is she never possessed the potential you embody. Your gifts and purpose far exceed her schemes. What she perceives as her triumph will ultimately lead to her downfall. The heavens remain vigilant in the face of any threat. Type Amen to receive a blessing. 212. Her silence poses a danger, as she has convinced herself that no one can perceive her actions. Yet the spiritual realm is acutely aware of every whisper, every scheme, and every shadow she seeks refuge in. Her actions are no longer concealed. This evening she sharpens her words like a weapon, but they will rebound upon her. She believes she can instill doubt, yet her fabrications will lose potency the instant they cross her lips. The truth will overshadow her deception. She desires to see you broken, but you will rise stronger. She wishes to tarnish your reputation, yet it will be proclaimed in circles she cannot infiltrate. This illustrates the distinction between chosen light and envious darkness. The dawn will not obliterate you. It will lead to her demise. As the new day dawns, her schemes will be laid bare for all to witness while you will advance unscathed. Type Amen to receive a blessing. 606. She scrutinizes you, attempting to uncover a flaw she might exploit. What she fails to realize is that your strength runs far deeper than she can touch. She cannot dismantle what she cannot comprehend. Her jealousy obscures her vision, blinding her to her own impending collapse. Each action she takes against you draws her closer to her own destruction. Though she cannot perceive it yet, the heavens are already sealing her fate. Soon others will discern the stark contrast. They will marvel at why her words hold no weight while all you engage with flourishes. They will see her true nature. Before dawn the truth will come like a tempest. The very walls she hid behind will reverberate her name with disgrace, whilst your greatness ascends even higher. Type Amen to receive a blessing. 818. This night she is restless, sensing the power surrounding you. She feels the atmosphere shifting in your favor, igniting her with silent fury. The notion of you stepping into blessing she secretly craved is unbearable for her. Her jealousy has rendered her reckless, and she no longer guards who she may injure as long as your light is dimmed. She believes that tonight presents her opportunity to reverse your fortunes. However, destiny does not yield to envy. Her plots may seem formidable momentarily, yet the foundation beneath is fragile. Before dawn, that weakness will bring her ruin. This urgency serves as a warning. The heavens fear not her schemes, but wish for your vigilance and resilience as she prepares her maneuvers with the approaching dawn. Type Amen to receive a blessing. 323. Her mind loops through her plans like a haunting melody filled with visions of your failure. Yet she cannot perceive the protective shield enveloping you. Your greatness is anything but delicate. It is forged from iron and imbued with eternal flame. Nothing she attempts can undermine what the heavens have ordained. Her jealousy is mere dust compared to a mountain. Though she may attempt to suggest discredit to those who once held you in high regard, her words will only cause them to scrutinize her intentions, revealing her bitterness. The dawn is her adversary, not yours. The light will no longer conceal her face. All she aimed to shroud in darkness will be brought to light. Type Amen to receive a blessing. 99. Archangel Michael declares your destiny has been marked by victory long before she turned against you. You are not enveloped in fear, you are surrounded by protection. Your life charts a course that no envious hand can alter. Yet this woman clings to her obsession, determined to dismantle what she had no hand in building. She fails to comprehend that her struggle is against something greater than you. It's the divine purpose that governs your life. Her bitterness has blinded her, leading her to clash with the very will of heaven. No one has ever emerged victorious against that force, and she will not be the first. Her words may be silent curses, but they cannot surpass the heights of blessings. Blessings dismantle them before they ever have the chance to reach you. Thus you will traverse this night in safety. Type Amen to receive a blessing. 474. Alone she harbors an army of envy within her heart. She mistakenly believes that her jealousy is a form of strength when in fact it reveals her weakness. Consumed by the notion that your downfall would bring her solace, she remains unaware that even erasing your name would only make it echo louder. Any effort to obstruct your path will result in a wider road unfolding for you. The chosen cannot remain hidden beneath envy. You will soon witness the facade she maintains begin to crumble. Her actions will unveil the truth she strives to bury. The night feels dense with her restlessness, yet you remain secure. She contemplates schemes while you remain safeguarded. Her decline is imminent while you continue to rise. Type Imane to receive a blessing 121. Her jealousy can no longer remain silent, it screams within her being. It manifests in her gaze, her speech, and her inability to celebrate your triumphs. Her envy consumes her from within. She longs to take your place, yet she cannot. She attempts to undermine your favor, but it cannot be stolen, it is bestowed. She yearns to witness your crumble, but that will not happen. This marks her final desperate bid, as she understands her time is fleeting. She believes that the darkness of the night conceals her intentions, yet she fails to realize that the night cannot shroud what heaven exposes. By morning her plans will lie in ruins, burdening her with the weight of her own jealousy while you bear the crown of your destiny. Thus concludes the tale. Type Imane to receive a blessing, 636. Tonight her restlessness manifests in her pacing, driven by a heart full of bitterness. The shadows encircling her whisper of schemes destined to fail beneath the brilliance of light. She is frantic, keenly aware that time is not on her side. Her gaze remains fixated on you, searching for a vulnerability to exploit. Nonetheless, she fails to grasp that your strength stems not from the visible but from the intangible. She is unaware of the unseen forces safeguarding your journey. As the dawn approaches, her heart quakes with anxiety. She anticipated this night as her moment of triumph, yet it has turned into a night of reckoning. Long before she realizes it, her own actions will unveil her true self. The cosmos is shifting rapidly. The environment is aligning to expose her intentions. Once the truth emerges, there will be no escape for her. Archangel shall bring blessings. 838. Her jealousy has been simmering, but it now ignites like wildfire. Each time she witnesses your ascent, it feels like salt in her wounds. She cannot bear the thought of your selection while she remains overlooked. She attempts to imitate you, yet imitation lacks authentic power. She seeks to tread in your footsteps, but that path was never intended for her. What is meant for you cannot be carried by another. This evening she believes her silence serves as armor. She imagines that none suspect her real motives, yet the heavens have already stripped away her veil. The truth shall not remain obscured. Those she sought to deceive will soon recognize her darkness. Her jealousy will resonate louder than her voice. Archangel shall bring blessings. 272. Archangel Michael declares, "Greatness attracts adversaries, yet foes cannot diminish what is ordained by heaven. You bear a crown that no envious woman can seize. The flame of destiny burns too fiercely to be extinguished. She has transgressed boundaries she should have respected. Her hands are tainted with intentions that will lead to her own undoing. What she believed would elevate her will ultimately entrap her. While you may feel the pressure of her jealousy closing in, it will not shatter you. That burden will soon be alleviated as she shoulders her own demise. The chosen do not remain vanquished beneath envy. The night will fade, and when morning arrives, your name will gleam brighter than ever. She will find herself ensnared in the very trap she laid for you. Such is the essence of divine justice. Archangel shall bring blessings. 515. She desires to silence your voice, but it will resonate even louder. She wishes to obstruct your path, yet it will widen. She seeks to conclude your narrative, yet yours is merely beginning. Her jealousy renders her reckless, and recklessness invariably leads to ruin. She cannot contend with what is steadfast. She cannot annihilate what is destined. You are shielded from all angles. The arrows she casts will dissipate before reaching you. The power she believes she wields will crumble in her hands. Before the break of dawn her plot will unravel, and when the sun ascends it will shine upon your glory, not her envy. The light is yours. Archangel shall bring blessings. 999. Though she remains oblivious, she has already lost. Her vision is clouded by jealousy, yet her spirit senses the burden of defeat. She strides toward her own destruction. Her envy has reached its zenith, and what peaks must eventually descend. By opposing you, she has chosen her own demise. Those who once supported her will soon awaken to the truth. They will recall your strength and her spite. They will recognize she was never an ally of yours. The night of her scheming is simultaneously the night of your preparation. You are being elevated, even as she descends. Her fall is interwoven with your ascent. Archangel shall bring blessings. 404. In the unseen realm her steps echo heavily. She harbors a tempest in her heart, seeking to unleash it upon you. However, storms cannot outlast the tranquility of divine protection. She has convinced herself that tonight will alter everything. She envisions you broken, your blessings scattered, your name silenced, yet her imaginings pale in comparison to the reality of your destiny. Her jealousy has obscured her judgment, blurring her perception of right and wrong. All she sees is her desire to diminish you. However, envy is a frail master, and it inevitably turns on its own servant. This is why the heavens caution you not to fear, but to understand that danger cannot harm those who are chosen. Her evening of plotting has already turned into her defeat. Archangel shall bring blessings. 313. She struggles to accept the radiance surrounding you. Each of your triumphs deepens her anguish. Every smile you wear feels like a wound to her. Her heart has succumbed to darkness while yours continues to shine. This is the root of her envy. Your light is innate, and her world is desolate. She lacks the ability to create what you embody. Her words may serve as weapons, but they are ineffective against the shield that envelops you. They might sound sharp momentarily, but they cannot breach your spirit. Her voice will fade into oblivion. The sunrise will not favor her, it will rise with your name more exalted than ever. She cannot obstruct what lies ahead. Archangel shall bring blessings. 919. Archangel Michael assures, you have been destined for greatness, and no envious scheme can annul it. Your crown is firmly placed, your future is already determined. This woman may attempt to act swiftly, but heaven acts swifter. She may plot in silence, but heaven answers with thunder. She is ill prepared for what is on the horizon for her. Her envy is her most significant vulnerability. Though she does not yet recognize it, it is consuming her from within. She will collapse under the weight of her own resentment. While the night may be brief, her downfall will be protracted. The very individuals she attempted to deceive will turn against her, and your name will ascend above hers. Archangel shall bring blessings. 717. She believed her scheme was concealed, she thought she was hidden. Yet nothing escapes the gaze of heaven. Her actions are being noted in the unseen realm. Every word she uttered has already been evaluated. Each deed has been duly recorded. She longed to witness your tears before dawn, yet fate has other designs. It is she who will find herself in sorrow. Bound by the chains of her own jealousy, she cannot escape the consequences of her feelings. As the day unfolds, the truth will be laid bare. She will regret ever casting her gaze upon your fortunes, while you will continue to move forward unscathed. Type and mean to receive blessings. 555. Her jealousy is akin to smoke, an ephemeral cloud that spreads rapidly but dissipates just as quickly. The fire that fuels it will extinguish, leaving her with nothing but emptiness. Only your brilliance will remain. She believed that by seeking your destruction she would find solace, yet jealousy is devoid of peace. It thrives on ruin, and ultimately devours its own bearer. Your ascent is irresistible. While she may delay her progress, she cannot impede yours. Each moment wasted in her scheming is a moment you gain in your journey upwards. Before the sun rises, roles will shift, she will tremble, and you will wear a smile. This is the essence of destiny. Type and mean to receive blessings. 828. Though she waits in silence, her stillness offers no tranquility. It represents a heart marred by envy, concealed beneath a facade that cannot shield her from the truth. Her intent is to rewrite your fate by eroding your confidence, hoping to dim the very light that makes you shine. However, the heavens have already safeguarded your blessings. Her troubled spirit denies her rest as her thoughts spin around schemes to harm you. Night brings her no sleep, for envy is a restless companion. She dreams of your downfall, yet she contends against the divine, and soon her aspirations will transform into her worst fears. She pursues a battle doomed to failure, and come morning, her defeat will be unmistakable. Your destiny is firmly in place, unaffected by her designs. Type and mean to receive blessings. 292. With each heartbeat her jealousy intensifies. She counts your blessings as though they should have been hers, unable to accept that you were chosen while she was overlooked. Her words may sound gentle when spoken to others, but they are tainted with rancor. Desperate to turn public opinion against you, she underestimates those who listen and will ultimately see through her charade. Her disguise is cracking. Despite her forced smiles, the envy written in her eyes cannot be concealed forever. As dawn approaches, the weight of her failures will grow heavier. The night belonged to her, but the morning is destined for you. Your greatness will outlast her envy. Type Amen to receive blessings. 474. What she fails to grasp is that your greatness was not achieved overnight. It has been woven into your fate long before she appeared on the scene. Her jealousy cannot alter that which is eternal. This realization fuels her restlessness and her relentless plotting as she fights against something far greater than herself. Type Amen to receive blessings. 616. She deceives herself into believing that your fall is essential for her rise, but this is the most profound falsehood she clings to. No one achieves elevation through the destruction of the chosen. Her envy will not elevate her, rather it will entrap her. Her lies will not grant her liberation. They will suffocate her. Her anger will not empower her, it will consume her entirely. Every step she takes against you leads her deeper into her own snare. She is ensnaring herself in her own web. While you ascend, she plummets. Such is the nature of envy, it annihilates its owner before it ever reaches its intended target. Type Amen to receive blessings. 55. She envisioned the night as her opportunity, convinced that darkness was on her side. However, darkness cannot withstand the light. Although her plans are crafted in secrecy, such schemes inevitably unravel. Her envy is too pronounced to remain concealed. The truth will emerge, irrespective of her efforts to suppress it. Come morning, she will find herself shattered by the very forces she sought to unleash against you. She will reap the bitter consequences of her own actions while you stride ahead, unburdened. The morning will not recall her name, it will celebrate yours. For the chosen are never forgotten, whereas the envious inevitably fade away. Type Amen to receive blessings. 383. Her gaze follows you not with admiration but burning with a jealousy she can no longer disguise. She scrutinizes your every move, searching for a vulnerability that does not exist. Her jealousy has imprisoned her. Despite her pretense of freedom, her spirit remains shackled to bitterness. She cannot genuinely smile without tasting the acridity of her own heartache. This night she believes she wields power, yet it is borrowed from the shadows. The shadows will not endure when confronted with the dawn. Her confidence will evaporate with the first rays of light. Heaven whispers assurances of your protection. Her silent machinations are already known in the spiritual realm. She cannot undo what has been safeguarded. Type Amen to receive blessings. 818. Her mind no longer possesses her own thoughts. Jealousy manipulates her like a marionette, steering her towards darker choices. She finds herself unable to halt this descent, for envy has obscured her rational thinking. When she gazes at you, she perceives everything she wishes she were not. Your strength, your joy and your brilliance sear her soul. She is convinced that by undermining you she will finally experience relief. Yet she is mistaken. Undermining others does not mend the wounded, it only exacerbates the damage. By dawn she will come to grasp the lesson she has so far refused to accept. Her own jealousy will inflict pain upon her while your greatness remains unscathed. Type Amen to receive blessings. 939. Archangel Michael proclaims, you are enveloped in protection. Your destiny is not delicate, rather it is fortified with unwavering foundations. No malicious hand can encroach upon the territory where heaven has established you. Though she may utter falsehoods, her voice will falter. Though she may disseminate gossip, the truth will obliterate her claims. Though she may conspire for your downfall, her plans are already unraveling. Her restless heart cannot outlast your tranquility. While she struggles in desperation, you stand firm in confidence. She is destined to lose even before the conflict begins. Your name ascends continuously, and she is powerless to halt your rise, merely able to witness her own agony. The act of watching will torment her far more than silence ever could. Type Amen to receive blessings. 272. Although she will not confess it, she harbors a fear of the morning. For she understands that the light will reveal her concealed darkness. She acknowledges that truth will slice through her facade. She clings to jealousy as if it embodies her strength, yet jealousy is but a frail disguise for weakness. And weakness invariably succumbs under pressure. By the time the night concludes, her machinations will appear absurd. Those who once placed their trust in her will come to see her for who she is. They will question why they ever believed her words. Your triumph will extend beyond mere survival, it will encompass elevation. The world will differentiate between chosen greatness and the ruin wrought by jealousy. Type Amen to receive blessings. 616. Her heart has become burdened with envy. This weight is more oppressive than she comprehends. She is unable to ascend while shackled to her own resentment. She wished to witness your failure, yet it is her own failure that she now encounters. She desired to see you shattered, but it is she who crumbles. She wanted you to remain silent, yet silence will envelop her instead. Her schemes are fragile structures erected in shadow. However, a single ray of morning light will obliterate them. The dawn will not favor her, it will seal her fate. Meanwhile, you will emerge from this night unscathed and stronger than before. For true greatness cannot be appropriated. It only shines more brightly when under threat. Type Amen to receive blessings. 404.